Alright, what's up, you guys? Today is Tuesday. An ugly chop day today, man. I got fucking screwed on Facebook right at the, well, not even at the open. I caught the open, that's the thing. But I wanted some more money, quick money. And I did a wrong move by holding what I wasn't supposed to. And I went heavy also. So I'm going to show you guys in this video what did I do wrong and what you guys shouldn't do. Well, it's not a bad loss. I exited quick, but well, not that quick. But you shouldn't be doing what I did, just in case. It's a loss. A loss is a loss. It is what it is. You know, you can't be crying about it. If you went heavy, well, it depends on your account. My account's a little big, so I wouldn't worry about it. But if you do have a 2K account and you full ported this, and you would have been down really bad. But that's why you got risk management. So let's check out Facebook. I already have Facebook right here. So right at the open, I have my volume profile. It was showing a major zone right here, rejection or a bounce at 300. Let me fix this. At 300. I forgot how to do this. Indicator overlapping. I don't know why this is overlapping in my indicator. I fixed it. Let me check it out real quick. Hold on. I'm trying to put the indicators for it to show the value of the price, but it's not showing me the value is below it. It's not above. I don't want it to cross over the numbers right here, but somehow I'm not able to see it. Visible over mouse, crossover text, session ground. Nah, who cares? Anyways, there's right here. It shows me the value of 305.52. Somehow it showed already 305.52. So I expected a bounce. Also, so I waited here right at the open. I saw that it was below the EMA's. The market obviously looked ugly. Right at futures were down. So I was checking. Okay, let's take a. I was gonna do calls, but I didn't like how the market was going. So I had my pre-market high and the low. I had my range right about here, my EMA. Obviously, this has switched, so I had it right here, right at the orb strategy that I talk about. The high of the market, and you can put it at the low. So look at what happened. Facebook decided to open bad. I saw momentum dropping on the tape. So as soon as they came in, I waited for the reject at 302.64. I'm like, if it doesn't break, it's gonna come back down to a certain level. So this obviously came back down. I got into a position, made a quick $300. My entry was right here, right above this area. Right around here was my entry. Man, what the hell? It was my entry right here. Let me try to put an arrow. Entry was right here, right at the bottom. And my exit was going to be on the bottom side, which was the rejection, the bounce, right at 298.09. But obviously I exited around this area right here. So on my entry, I went not too heavy, probably like 4 contracts. Made a quick $300 move, got out. That was easy. That was in the first 10 minutes of the market. But my first trim was right here. I did a trim at 300 just because I thought it was gonna pop up. It didn't. Took my next trim off right here, which was my last exit. So I decided to wait because I saw that SPY. Let's check SPY was doing the same thing. SPY rejected my EMA, came back down, decided to go back in. So I thought so obviously I got out. So I decided to wait. So I thought I was like, okay, it might pop, bounce up, and it did. I could have done a quick in and out, get up down. So I decided to just wait for the market. So since SPY was building up volume right here, I was like, man, you know what? I think it's gonna actually break this time and go. Just did a a rejection drive right at the open. So I went back to Facebook. I was looking at both stocks. As soon as this happened, I wanted it to go over my EMAs on the VWAP, which it did. As soon as it touched VWAP at 300, I waited for another bounce right off my EMAs. Right here, rejected. It did touch 302, so then I entered heavy right here in my position. Right exactly when I saw volume coming in, really low volume, but the SPY was moving, so I entered heavy right here on calls because I was expecting this to maybe come back right here. So 308 or start trimming at 305 as soon as I see it. 305 or 304, you know, one of these levels. So which it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold for a quick move from 300 to 304. That was a $2 move. So what I did was that I got into 7 contracts right here. Got in 7, went up, kept holding. I was like, damn it, it's not holding it. So I decided to come back down. So since I saw SPY doing the same thing, I was like, you know what? I'm actually come back down to touch VWAP, and look what happened here. The VWAP, it touched it, decided to go back up. So I entered more Facebook calls. As soon as Facebook walked him in, I put another 7 to average down my position. And yep, it just went to shit after that. It went red and it went below the VWAP, so I was not gonna hold just in case, because we don't know. As you guys can see, the levels, look how this, we had a rising wedge. So I was expecting this to drop down way lower, so I got out of my positions, which it did. I still would have been at 0 here, but then I just got out just in case, because we do not know what could happen. But this could have dropped down all the way down here, kept going just like the market always does. So then it decided to come back down here at 298, and I actually wanted to put a call right at the bottom because I thought it was going to repeat the same thing it did here because of the chop fest, which I expected to just stay in this area of range, which it still did. Ended up breaking and touched my levels that I wanted at the end of the day, which was like at, well, not even the end of the day, it was at 10:45, back up. So all this shit came back exactly where I wanted. Probably would have trimmed here. If I would have entered, this would have happened here, I would have been fine. But it didn't. It did it right at 10. So it is what it is. Yeah, risk management. I got out too late. I expected a bounce here to come back up to make a higher low, which it actually didn't. Thought it was gonna jump up, down, jump up, and then come this and be slow for the rest of the day, which it didn't. So that was my failure. I saw the whole market choppy. Around 10, I decided to not trade anymore. As soon as I stopped trading, this just ran up. It went back in range and it's still in there. So I already have my level set for tomorrow, and I'm trying to watch Facebook. Tomorrow Powell talks, so this could go either way, which I'm going to be ready for it for tomorrow. And that's my loss of today. Literally, that's it. That was my loss. It's either going to go up tomorrow or drop down to shit. But like I said, if I wouldn't have gone too heavy, or I should have just gotten out instead of averaging down, would have been perfect to come in here and just keep holding position above the VWAP and just do the whole thing. But I didn't. I went all heavy here and aggressive with the account that I'm using right now, which is a challenge that I did for myself, and that was bad. But yeah, you guys, that's all. That's how you guys could tell that you're gonna lose. This could break out. Nobody knows the market. The other thing, this could happen. This could have broken out. You use anything you want, it would have showed you. And the tape was showing strong buyers, so I got faked out nasty. I expected it to bounce on VWAP because of SPY, but it decided to keep dropping. So I could have just waited. Yeah, you know, I know. I could have just waited from here, but that's the thing. Sometimes today was chop. Something as yesterday. Look what happened here. You could have gotten in heavy. Right there, it kind of came back down to touch the VWAP. I would have added more average down, and look what happened. That's when I made money yesterday. Same thing would happen here. I could have done there, which I did, but it never did the same thing. This became a lower, higher low, came back up, and it is what it is. So also now, it's consolidating again. So now tomorrow we have to wait between these areas above 302. We have another level here at 306 now. So now we saw what could happen. 304, 306, 308. Below, obviously, we can make our own levels now. But the major levels that we're watching will be these right here, these solid lines that I have for tomorrow. And also I can see the volume profile. Volume is in between those areas of ranges of 306 and 294. That's it. See you guys later.